Hi Dave, Brandi, we're right out here in front of the house. There's Jeff just pulling away, going down the block. This Desert Dawn, this is kind of a one of the major arteries through this little subdivision. So there is, a little bit of traffic coming back and forth through here. Here's your view as you come in, and then here's your total mountain view down on that side. As you can see, we do have a common area right here, and the other homes are going sideways. So you really don't have anyone like right here next to you. We'll show you the width of the two side yards. Not a whole lot of setback between those homes over here. Enough. I mean, luckily, two sides you don't have a neighbor, but you can see that's the setback between your western neighbor. So you do have the well, you got a flagpole, but you do have the windows in the garage. That gives you a little extra light. Keeps things. The whole house has been repainted outside and inside, actually. So it does have the security screen door, which is nice, just to go ahead and be able to lock it, and then you get the airflow. So as we come in, you do have the good sized tile. And they did this throughout everything. You've got the nice vaults. You got some pot lights here. You've got this little art niche here, and it's even on dimmer. So you got a little dimmer switch in here. The cable outlets are right here. If you went for CenturyLink, you could do like the wireless desktop, the wireless boxes, so you don't need to be worried about coax. So this lives very open as you come in. The first thing you see as you open the door is the waterfall, and that's how you want to design these homes. So your focal feature as you walk in, this straight view straight through the house, is the waterfall of the pool. You've just got this little pony wall right here, which differentiates going down into the guest wing, with just a little niche here, and probably a nice little bar area or whatever. They have this set up as dining. I don't know if you would turn this around, make it more living, and more of a family room, and have the living out here. But again, here's the vaults. Very open, very light, nice colors on the paint. So if we go down we'll start with the master wing. You do have just this little niche right here. Looks like they had a sconce that they might have covered up. Or that could have been even a smoke detector. They do have new ones up here. So you got the double doors, which is really nice to go ahead and get furniture in and out of. They are the panel doors. They do have the nickel lever handles, which are great. Even as people get older, they can't turn knobs. Lever handles are very, very popular. You do have the slider that goes directly out to the backyard. The one thing that I don't like about this is they have the carpet running right up to the slider. You never want to come into the pool, wet area, just right onto carpet. What I've always had people do is, you can see we've got this little bay knockout right here. What I would have you do is match the tile. There's a couple extra pieces in the garage, but you can tile this bay niche right in. Just would be square with the wall. So you would just go ahead and have about a little 7 or 8 foot of tile, but you'd walk right into a landing, and you could have a nice straight line right there where the little niche, where the bay niche is. It'd be a nice clean look, and you'd be able to get in, right onto tile and not have to rip all this up. So the carpet's in good shape. You got the tile walkway. You can see the big double doors as you lead through. You do have the double sinks. Like we talked about with Jeff, these cabinets were obviously like the original oak. They've just gone ahead and repainted them white, but it definitely works. You do have the glass block here, which gives you some light and total privacy. You have your separate tub and your separate shower. So the closet is good size. Actually comes back through here and even turns around a little back over here. So you've got good size closet. The commode room, separate door, very popular. And then you've got your dual vanities. That's single piece granite. It's a nice color granite. So if we look for the, head back over to the guest wing, Here's your thermostat. It is programmable. It's not one of the newer, high-tech ones, but it is programmable to where you can set it during time, day, whatever. If you're going to be gone, you can have it come on and off for efficiency. You have the arch here that leads into the den. And it's got the separate arch here where that would have been a closet. So the builder option is you could have just gone ahead and just turned that into a closet. And if you wanted the privacy here, they have the barn doors now where you could just put a rail right up across here, and the barn door could be back over here on this side and just slide over if you ever wanted to go ahead and give this more privacy. That would be the easiest way to enclose this if you wanted to. So here's the view out from here. Here's the secondary bathroom. You've got the tub and shower combo and the one sink. Again, they did the granite. So looks like they got about 3-inch baseboards. So they're not like the super new 4-inch, but they're not what you would have seen like back in '98 when the house was built, where they were going with the little 2-inch baseboards. So the bigger baseboards definitely help. Here's the light fixture there. You probably want ceiling fans, especially out here in Arizona. The one thing I do notice is in the bedrooms they've just got the dual switches here, which means one switch would be for the top fixture, and then the other switch would be the switched outlet. So any room that has a outlet upside down, that is the switched outlet that works off the wall plate. So the newer homes would have the 3 because you'd want 2 wires going up to the ceiling. You'd want one for the ceiling fan and one for the light. So if you put anything up here, it would either be the toggle or you'd go with a remote control, because you would only have one power source going to the light fixture. Well, here's the laundry room. It's 220, so you do not have gas. This is a total electric house. As we go into the garage, again, you can see how much difference that light makes having those lit windows. So you can see the size of the garage. You've just got a little bit of room on each side of the door, not a whole lot. You can see where they had shelving there on the wall. They've got 2 water heaters going. You can see one would have been solar, and then you've got a water softening system. So water softeners are great, and they do have solar hot water. So that would go ahead and be an added benefit. Again, these tiles are great. So the tiles everywhere except you just have carpet in the guest bedroom and the master bedroom. So you have another bay knockout right here going out to the outside. Here's your kitchen. Cabinets aren't, super deep, but they have room to put stuff on top of them. The granite is in, it's a nice colored granite, and the seams are really good. There's only 2 seams. They went from the corners straight back, and on this corner, they kind of just went straight back. So the seams are really well hidden, well done. A lot of times on these, getting this much granite, you get some problems with that, but they did a real good job getting the granite in. You do have the Lazy Susan here in the corner. Nice big new garbage disposal, kind of top of the line there. Looks like all new plumbing and everything, so you really don't look like you'd have any problems there. This looks in pretty, I don't know if it's brand new, but it's probably pretty close. And then looks like the stickers on these, so looks like these are matching. These look new. So you have a pantry. And I think, as Jeff told you, there's definitely room for, normally fridges don't come with a house. Refrigerators, washer, dryers are personal property, so this is just kind of like a bonus. I think you'd probably want a bigger one in here and maybe use this as a beer fridge in the garage. But this works for now, but there's definitely room to go ahead and get a bigger one. So again, this is your view of everything. Again, with the vaults, it's very open, very light. So we'll go ahead and spin around and get out back, and this is what you came for. So you got the waterfall going, that's a nice feature. Your mountain views are just breathtaking out here. And you do, as we said, you've got common area between you and the neighbors. So you're elevated on this side. Here's a little bit of side of your, that's probably, what, about a 40-inch gate or so, and you're probably, that's about the width of back here. So the one thing I do notice is, every 18 inches we see these little drill holes back here right in the foundation. That's where they would have treated for termites. So termites are common, it's not a big deal, but it's good to know that it's been covered. You actually got rain gutters out here that they put around these flat roofs. That's something you probably don't see too often out here. It's rare that we see a lot of people worrying about with rain gutters. The one other thing I notice is they do have a step here for the pool. This railing. You generally don't see railings on private, pools. So this is an aftermarket, but I think this will definitely be coming in handy for you to know that you've got that added protection, being able to get in and out of the pool. It's Pebble Tech in there. The pool surface is in good shape. You can see the pool deck has, some couple little, cracks and stuff in it. That's usually pretty common, especially at this age. They can usually just kind of recoat over it. They did cool deck underneath here, so it's more seamless. They do have the white shade screens. They're really good in the summer. A lot of times in the winter you would just take them off to get more light, but as it's getting hotter, if you leave them on, it definitely keeps the house cooler. The one thing also we're noticing is you do have outlets up top for ceiling fans. You do have one roll-up screen right here that'll come down. This patio is a good depth. It goes the full width of the house. This is great. And then, as Jeff had mentioned, you could see from the staining underneath, they would have had an above-ground hot tub right here originally. They stubbed off the 220, and they've actually got the 220 breakers right here. These two pipes right here, these are going to be for the solar water heater, for the solar for the pool. Here's your air conditioner back there. It's a little older. It's not real new. So those water pipes would come back through here to your pool system. So if you look up on the roof, there are some solar panels up there on the flat panel, and those solar panels are for the pool. So the pool, solar, isn't going to heat it year-round. It'll give you an extra month, longer. Maybe you could swim from November instead of October, and then maybe you get in the pool a couple weeks earlier in March instead of maybe April. They'll extend the season a little, but solar is not made to go ahead and heat the pool in the dead of winter. It won't even have a chance. So it does have, the systems for that. That is a sand filter. Those just get backwashed. That pump is a variable speed pump, so that is a newer pump. Those are very cost effective and they're very quiet, so it's good that that's been done. That's probably a $1,500 pump. So here's your backyard. If we look to the back you've even got more. You got a nice little kind of wash down behind you with a little even a rain sewer down there to go ahead and run off. So you're definitely above those properties, so I really don't think you have any real of a privacy issue as far as them looking up. I'll just walk you through the house one more time. I don't think I really spun around and gave you the view out the front. So let me get you your front view, and we can go ahead and wrap this up and get it all sent out to you. We'll get it buffered and you'll have it tonight. So as we come through,